Well, good morning. It's live time. It's 10 o'clock. And I think it's going to be a fairly short day today. I have a video to show of my formatting my comics for this week. And then maybe I don't know, maybe I'll play around with something after that. I've got a variant cover that I need to color, which is uh, this thing here. I need to color that. I've already got, um, which one do I have? Oh, yeah, I got this thing. Open up, bud. Well, open up. There it is. Reading it. It's on the cloud. I got this thing that I did last week, so it's coming all. It's done. Its little thing. So I'm happy with that. And I have to color this. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is let me collapse that thing and collapse this and then show you what I did over the weekend, which is sort of what I do on Mondays. But I do it at double speed because it's way too slow. I did get a criticism from a group saying we're not going to let you show on ours because you're just slow. I says, well, that's what art is. You know, well, art is not entertainment. Making art, watching art, it's not entertainment. But I guess everybody wants to be entertained these days. So I'm going to start this thing and I'm going to double its, yeah, double the speed on it so people don't have to, people who are used to Fast and Furious don't have to live through all this real time stuff. So first thing I have to do is I have to find me old font, which is web letter BB, and then I have to find. I'm putting up a panel. I'm not sure it'll be that. As I remember it, I changed it. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I left. I think I left that. I don't know. I think I turned that into a balloon. I think I turned it into a balloon, but I didn't do it right now. I messed with it for a few minutes, and then I realized that it'd be better off as just as a balloon. Yeah, there we go. Balloon. So I had an interesting weekend. We had a heck of a time. We decided to get COVID-19 testing done. We had to do it for several reasons, but my wife and I got it done, and finally they gave us the results yesterday. We're negative. Kind of could have told you that. I don't go anywhere anymore. Who goes anywhere anymore? So, so much for that idea. And then, so it's nice to know that you can do things that most people do when they're not quarantined and you're not hurting anybody. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm not paranoid hanging out with other people. Like, hey, get away from me. Oh, well, the world's changed dramatically because of this stupid thing. Okay, this probably needs to resemble a. I'm gonna have to kill my uh, my mail program. It's booping at me. Well, I noticed over the last week or so, I went from having an outrageous number of people at least viewing for a few seconds uh, my broadcast to like last week. I ended my broadcast and 8 people had seen it. 8 people gone from 400 to 8, and I blame it all on Facebook's new design. They've done something to uh, I don't know what they're doing, but it's not very good for their members. Unless that's all you want to do is with your members make money off of them. I guess that is probably about the only thing they care about is making money, but not my problem. Very soon, this comic book will be finished. The first comic book. There are 9 of them. The first one taking me a couple of years to get it done, and the second one will take me about a year. I don't know how I'll set it up. I may do it on the web also, but I may just you can see this the sixth chapter is coming up. This is page 119, and page 121 is the first page of the 6th chapter, which is pretty much the last chapter in the book. Goes up to page 148. That's how you place a file into Illustrator, guys. You keep up. You guys are the Fast and Furious, not me. Anyway, there's Ma. There's the rain. You guys, last week, if you watched, maybe it was last week, you saw me figure out how to do rain in Photoshop. Now, this is large. When you see this in print, it'll be a whole lot tighter. So you shouldn't make your work too tight when you're working on something that's eventually going to be in print. And when you look at it on your phone, it's awful tight. Awful tight. Which is the whole reasoning behind my making the fonts big so that you can read it. And then I make the drawing just a little loose. It's going to tighten up anyway. So there's no reason to go crazy. And get too tight. A lot of artists I've seen in my just reading comics and stuff like that make their work tight. And when you're reducing the size of your drawing, you don't need to be that tight. It's going to tighten up anyway. Best to keep it just kind of loose and open, but simple also. I'm of the opinion that it's better to keep things kind of simple. I've kind of gotten into that with my complete love of Alex Toth, who didn't always follow his own advice, but he always said simplify, which is kind of strange because he was working at a time when Matisse was having a real big effect on graphic design. He may have seen that Matisse's work was always simpler. So that You never know. It may not have been a direct effect upon Toth. It may have been sort of like, everybody was going towards simplification. He did live in New York a long time, so there's a lot of graphic design. He would have probably known a lot of people in it. Everybody knew he could draw just about anything. He was just an amazing draftsman. What's all this crap? Oh, that's what I wanted to get rid of. Okay. Yeah, we're starting to get into real drama to this week. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this, though it's not easy to write. It's not easy to draw what I'm about to do. It's takes an awful lot of. I'm probably kind of thankful for my association and friendship with Raffaelli because he taught me a lot about how to stage a dramatic story based upon the ideas of the Greek drama, in which you did not show violent acts on stage. It was always off stage, and then you would see the results or something like that. But you didn't see nobody got killed on stage or anything like that. So I did borrow from that a little bit when I was showing the death of Clifford Wayne Earp, and you didn't see the actual lance going um, into his back. You saw it later. It was bad enough, I guess. Though you notice in Hamlet they do show Hamlet getting killed and his I've forgotten the name of his opponent at the end getting killed. I guess you couldn't get away from that, but there's certain things in drama you don't want to show. You want to just kind of make it implied. So I'm getting to the end of this page. These things are going to go fast. Not going to be uh, a slow process. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I got to save that thing. Then gonna save this thing. Good idea, save things. We mess them up, and then page 121 I already kind of did. I did that last week when I had discovered there's a wonderful um, uh, font foundry that supports independent comics by giving you permission to use their fonts for free if you're an indie comic publisher, which I am. So I've been looking for these things that were like very much like EC fonts. So I found it, and I need to give them a shout out. I'll do that. I'll do that soon. That's my foster daughter who's been staying with us. She's she's just a child. So I played around with that a little bit. Is that a beautiful top typeface for comics? Don't you just love comics? Though I think comics, you know, one can only do what one can do. You know, I look at other people's stuff. This was some gorgeous stuff being done these days, and I can only do what I can do. You know, you shouldn't worry about whether or not your your work is super duper and all of that stuff. Just do it. Don't worry about it. It's just not worth. This is the. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong directory. Do. Yeah, that one's what I need to look at. 122. Yes, that's what I really worked on. Okay. I think in all activities as an artist, and I'm an old fart. I'm 67, and I'm trying to take care of myself so I can finish these 9 books. You know, I think about some of my favorite authors who never finished what they did because they, poop. They checked out before they could finish it. I don't want to do that. So I got to figure out how I can ramp up the production of my book, which might have something to do with buying a Wacom display tablet. I don't know. I've seen research. They had a heck of a time finding where that balloon should be. Um, um, I've seen research in which using one of these display digital tablets, which are really nice to work with, um, really messes up your eyes. And I'm real happy being able to see. And my greatest, um, the one thing that I don't ever want to be is blind or in really bad shape with my eyes. My old printmaking teacher in college, he got macular degeneration in his later years. And he was no happy camper. Uh, he would talk to him, and he would say, "I'd say, how you doing?" He says, "I'm blind. What do you think?" I can't see. I can't make art anymore. I'm still miserable. And it broke my heart because I love the guy so much. Um, oh well. So I gotta hopefully not go through that. I'm about 3 or 4 years younger than what he was when I talked to him about his problems. So I think I don't know. You never know when you're going to go through these kind of things. And back then, a diabetic means I also need to really take good care of my eyes because of glaucoma. I've got a relative who did not take care of her her diabetes, and she's legally blind. I'm not terribly interested in being legally blind. A lot of things that have to get done. So, what you doing here in the dark, Joby? This is the one part of the. There's a couple of parts. I'm very weird. There's a couple of parts in this um, book where I actually use the first name of my ancestors. Joby is my grandfather. Joby's my grandfather's name. Not anybody named a man Joby, but probably Job. I don't know why Joby. Joby's sort of like a diminutive of Job. But yeah, they were old time hill people. I don't know what my father knew them real well. That's where I get a lot of my research comes from talking to my dad. And I really picked his brains for many years about all this stuff. He told me all types of outrageous tales, things that you just would not know or understand about uh, people in the South uh, during this period. Just even from research, you wouldn't know it. You'd have to have known them at least. And I knew a lot of these people. So that's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. Makes kind of doing this. I've always sort of like had this thing says, look, don't write about things that you know crap about. You know, I don't know anything about um, space aliens. Anything you write about space aliens are really just a metaphor for human beings. But I think when I got into underground comics, thank you, Artie Romero. um, I completely lost interest in fantastic stories of space aliens and stuff like that. Um, it's fun to watch, you know. Just like everybody else, I watched Avengers movies and junk like that, and Superman and Justice League and everything like that. You know, not knocking that stuff. I'm just talking about me, what I can do. I don't know how to do that stuff. I think um, it would just be false for me. Uh, I think also I worked on this story for so long. It's the only thing I want to do. It's the only thing I want to do. I got a bunch of short stories I'm going to put out soon, but I thought about putting it out as a little monthly thing. But I'm not. It's going to take an awful lot of work to get that thing done. So I may just do it in one fell swoop and put it out as a little paperback. After this comes out, maybe I'll get a little bit of buzz from whatever. Then I think I'm going to do a text field. Yeah, get up to those beige colors. So I looked at this on my phone this morning, and it looks good. It looks like it's very readable. Yeah, you can read the text, which is the big thing. Is does the text read? The person who has actual regular eyesight, can they read this text? Yes, they can, and it's tight as all get out. So there's no reason to get super tight right at the beginning because it's going to tighten up when you reduce the the drawings anyway. Boy, when we were young, we did all our comics on Crescent illustration board, which is really hard, really hard. Uh, you could draw on it, yeah, but it wasn't much fun to draw on. Whereas this, I'm using Dick Blick bristle board, to draw on it. Man, it's just like drawing on the most beautiful surface you can find. There's 123. I think this is the last page. Yeah, it's the last page. We're getting up there. Where am I? We're about 25 minutes into this, and then I do something else. I don't know. I think this takes a while. But I recommend Dick Blick bristle board, the vellum type. I haven't used the smooth type. I guess the smooth would be all right, but I really like the vellum. And I sometimes use a Stonehenge printmaking paper um, for this. Stonehenge is really wonderful to draw on too. Printmaking paper is just Arches is kind of difficult, but Stonehenge is really, really nice. Very nicely thick, almost as thick as bristle board, but it has a beautiful surface. So when I look at this and I see it not as tight as I would want it to be, and then I look at it on my phone, which is what I'm doing right now. It's tight as all get out. No need to make it super tight. This is a whole Velasquez thing. If you've been to the Prado and seen Las Meninas, and you saw the Infanta and the little flowers and stuff like that that are around her and everything, man, you get up close to it, and you can't tell what the heck is going on there. It's just like blah 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 blah. But you get about 8 feet away from it, it's just coalesces, and that's really what's going on when you're doing comics. Is going to be reduced the same way that Las Meninas is going to coalesce at viewing distance. So there's no reason to get super tight. It's going to work out when it gets reduced. And I draw in a kind of a quirky way anyway, so that helps. Now, here's something weird. Yeah, now I know why this took a while. I looked at this, I said, these comic panels are in the wrong place. So I had to reposition them. So you'll see me doing that, which is a great thing about Photoshop. So I took this right here and I just flipped it around. I'll do that in a few minutes. Huh. Dee 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 dee. I wrote who was it on my newsletter, which I should put that up there. That's what I'm going to do. Let's edit that, and that's what you should do. You should go subscribe to my newsletter because I'm going to start ramping that thing up. I put out my newsletter last night, and told something about what's going to happen in book two. I didn't actually give it away. I'm not going to give it away until you actually see it. It's going to be really difficult. It's going to be gut wrenching to even write it. To read it, it's going to be gut wrenching to read it too. Because I'm going to deal with real evil, not Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor doesn't exist, but the evil I'm talking about exists. As we speak, this evil is going on, which is why one should always, um, yeah. Most of us are not really aware of the evil that's going on around us. But I was fortunate enough to have an old buddy of mine who, years before I became a high school teacher, was a high school teacher. And he told me about some of the things that he found out just being a teacher uh, that make your hair stand on end. Make your hair stand on end. The things that go on in this world that um, you and I probably don't know first dang thing about. But they happen, and what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So um, that's where my writing about real evil kind of found its genesis, because I realized that there's some evil going on in this world that's just mind boggling. You can't imagine that it's actually going on, but it is. So um, much of the things we think are truly evil are kids play. It's just uh, uh, it's not the real McCoy. The real McCoy is so hidden. Yeah, it's right there in plain sight. It's hidden in plain sight. It's amazing that some of the most horrible things going on in the world are right there in plain sight, and yet nobody wants to look at it. Once you see what I want to write about, you can understand it. I don't want to write about it, but what are you going to do? Okay, did I? Yeah, I'm glad I brought that over a little bit. Yep. Now I gotta figure out how to get rid of that underlayer. That's all I wanted to do. And then I have to bring that. I don't know if I do it right now. I don't think I do. I just place that again. Yeah. This is how I reformatted the whole thing, realizing it wasn't going to work. That didn't work. I had to put the guys out in the rain in the third panel. And then move all this stuff around, and that's sometimes what you do. Thank God for Illustrator and Photoshop. Boy, wouldn't that be hard? It was all analog. Then that lower third, I think when I do this for print, I'll make some adjustments. Getting it ready for print is going to be a major production because things are different in print than they are in just a web comic. Boober boober. Nope, not that. Not that.
How you doing, Amy?
Okay, now I'm getting there. Okay, I think I figured out that I didn't like the fact that border was so dadgum big, so I'm going to bring these guys up a little bit. That's a little bit better. I should have looked closer at my script. That's not actually what I wrote. Oh well, I'll fix that.
Párate aquí. Vamos a ponerte ahí.
So this thing's winding down. Let me see if let me take a look at my remaining pages. Where's the old remaining pages? I think they're right over here. I don't have many to go. Let's all be in the can. Let me see. What do I got here? That's not it. This must be it. Yeah, this is what they are. Yeah. I have 1, 2, 23, but I have to 128. I gotta do 129, 130, 31, 32. See if I have anything. 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 41. Okay, now look at this. I have to do a little redrawing here. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm going to do some, make a little adjustment here. That'll be a good one. Okay. Yep. And then I left the epilogue till the end. I haven't drawn that yet because I wanted to make sure that it would be the epilogue that I wanted. But yeah, now I know what the epilogue's going to be. It'd be a good segue into the second book. This kind of ticked me off. I had these two things in a text, in a area in which they grouped, and I didn't mean for them to group. I didn't want them to. They did. Didn't work out too bad. And I think I put something in the, I joined them together, I think. All right. Hard to believe I've only been doing this 45 minutes and got my 5th page. Yeah, I'll do a little bit of work after this. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Dee-doo-doo-doo-doo. And now I have to put these two together.
Thank you. Ya, se te va a bañar con la punita para ir a tu cocina. No te lo huyas. Iba a decir que se tiró a no puedo decir.
Hoo 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 hoo. So it's getting there. Making a comic book word balloons on the fly is a whole lot more fun than doing them from cookie cutter out layouts that don't really fit. Not easy to do, but they're fun. I gotta figure out where to put just a simple word. One word. How do I do it? Where do I put it? That ain't easy. Oh, that's where I put it. I'm looking at the phone. Okay, that's where I put it. That'll work. Okay, I got about 3 minutes to go. I do something here. I don't remember what it is. Maybe I'll put the pages so I can stick them on the web. I'm going to take out all of these copyright notices when I put when I do the book, the print version. That kind of looks stupid to have all these print versions. They have my name at the bottom of every page. Come on. And I was going to put in there an end of chapter, but I decided not to. Where am I? Okay, about 47 seconds to go. Probably just looking at it now. So, yeah, that may be all I do. Yeah, I use the word tell and told. I don't want to use different tenses of the same word. Okay, there we go. That got done. I'm going to put this over here. I have a slight idea what I'm doing now. Well, there. Yeah. Oh, let me look over on StreamYard. Okay, there I am. So now let's see if I can accomplish something with this today. I get rid of that, 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 and that, because I just need to work on that. So I'm going to have to, I need to put a watercolor layer on that. Where's my watercolor layer? Well, where's my watercolor layer? I'm going to have to, yeah, here it is. Okay. Copy that. And paste that. That's good. Then do that. And okay. This is color. Gonna be multiply layer and then tone. It also has to be a multiply layer. Then shadows. It also has to be a multiply layer. I go back to tone and I put the color layer in over. Hopefully, yeah, goody. It is the color I wanted. So now I have to figure out what I'm going to do with the highlights. Okay. Usually you want this guy to be a bit highlighted. He may be the Confederate soldier that Grandpa Blue shot out of his off his horse back at the Battle of Gettysburg. Okay. Okay, now let's go on to color. So, okay, this is a sort of a brownish horse like that. So let's do that. I can play around with that as I go along. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, yeah, I got some stuff going on there with this head. See how much of that I keep. Let's see. Okay, uh, great. Okay, it had 5 of black in it. I hate that. Okay, then I can just bucket you. Okay. Okay. Fortunately, I could just bucket him. Okay. And got to give him a something of a color like that. Let me see how it would be if yeah, try that. Okay. For the saddle, I'm not sure if that'll work. We'll see. And this guy is a blue. It's a gray coat, so we gotta get him up to the blue range, and then the grays, and so got to make some gray here. That's uh, Sort of like that, except let's make it a little darker. Make it 35, 32, 30. Yeah, more like that. That'll be this, guys. Outfit here. And then these things are a little more bluish. Yeah, we just want to, yeah. Make this more like 45. Bring this down to about 15, maybe like 20. Yeah. And so that his trousers don't exactly match the shirt, and that's the way it was. And the hat would be a version of that. And then I guess we do some flesh tones. Don't have any flesh tones there. I have some here. That'll do. Okay. There's a hand down there. And then some grayish boots. Let's see if I can get some gray without using uh, about 65, 65, 65. But a little bit of trim this a little bit. Okay. Blend some of this in so there is not so much Bub, 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 bub. Let's look at how this is when I do. Okay, I see. Little bit different. Huh. Okay. Let's tackle the sky. Okay. Is that what I wanted? Okay. So now let's play around. Take off the color. Okay. Now let's see if I can play around with my Cezanne strokes. All this will be predicated on how it looks when you stick the lettering over it. Let's see how it looks when I put well, where are you? There. Doesn't look so bad. Doesn't look so bad. It stays back there. That's the important thing. I'm going to play around with it using the dodge tool, not the. Okay. Now, down here in the color layer. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see whether or not it really reeks of stupid. I think it reeks of stupid. Yeah. Leave it alone. But that's their analogous colors. Okay. So back to the Wild Wild West. This is not actually the Wild Wild West. This is the Wild Wild East. This is Battle of Gettysburg, but what the heck? Let's put 30 there. Yep. Okay. And we'll go after the hills back there. Well, I did not want that. Maybe I should just enlarge it so I can actually see the dang thing. Okay. Now I'll bring that. Let me see. At about see what we get out of that.
En 10 minutos se te va a bañar, ¿ok? Tenemos que ir a tu cocina. ¿Cómo te dice? ¿Quieres un sándwich? De pavo. Pavo. Y potato salad.
Okay, now a little more yellowish over here. Okay, see what we got. Bring it over here. Great thing about this is that this is not the last what's ever going to be written on this, is that I can make this just about any dang color I want it to be. Let's make this 55. This 25. This 20. Yeah. Okay. Here now. What color this road's going to be. Let me see if I have any old roads I want to look at. Not that one. But page 53. That might be a good one to look at. Yeah, let's check that one out. Has to agree with that. Well, it can't be too much looking like that. Yeah, I have to bring that over here and see if it works with that horse. May not. No, it doesn't. Of course, I could change the horse. Let's look here. See, I got 6 of dreaded. Okay. How about 75? 56. And then 50. Let's make it more like 65. Nope. Let's make it 60. Okay. And then the magenta, 65. Let's try it out. Can't hurt anything. I'm just going to have to adjust all the colors because of this. That's okay. I got it set up. I can actually, because I'm coloring around the perimeters of all these shapes, I can actually just use a bucket tool to change the color till I get it right. I just have to do it carefully. Okay, now I can. Let me see, I can play around with that. First, I'm gonna. Okay, now I'll play around with that color a bit. I'm not totally crazy about it. Let's bring this down to. No, that magenta has to come up to 60. And this maybe come down to 65. It's up to 65. What if we did that at 8? Yeah, it's a little too yellowish. 60, 60, 60, 60. And then how about we did this? 70. That's.
David?
Yep.
David?
Yeah. Hold on, let me mute it so you can talk to me.
You gotta.
Okay, so let's what did I just do? Let's see what I.
She said she's gonna be leaving soon.
Who?
Yvette, and she needs to get it right away.
Okay, I'll do it in like the next 10 minutes.
No, 10 minutes is not good enough.
Why? You think she's leaving in 10 minutes?
Yes, she said she was leaving very soon to do it right away. That was her quote. Ended.
Okay, I'm about to. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I got to do this. Okay. Well, that's how I'm gonna have to end with for today. Got logistics to deal with. So I will see you guys tomorrow. One comment. Okay. One comment. Where's the Oh, I'm the one who commented. Bye bye. Here, let me. It's not what I wanted. There. That. Now we're ready to get out of here. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow.